In the last video, I broke down the Socio-Sexual Hierarchy, the SSH, and how it explains attraction, status, and charisma better than anything else out there. But of course, whenever I talk about the SSH, people get upset. In this video, I'm going to take on the most common criticisms head on and show you why the SSH isn't just some random internet philosophy, but one of the most powerful tools for understanding human behavior and for reclaiming personal power in an age that denies men that birthright. The first pushback I hear is this: humans are too complex to fit into neat boxes. And look, I get it. People are complex, but the SSH doesn't erase nuance, it organizes it. Your personality may be one of a kind, but when it comes to attraction and charisma, you fall into one of these archetypes. If anything, knowing your box frees you from confusion. It explains why some strategies work for you and others don't, why some people glide through life and others fight for every glance. Take gamma males, for instance. The tortured artist, the heartbroken romantic, the nerdy professor. These are wildly different personalities, but all share the same insecurity that defines their rank. And when you look at the modern sexual marketplace, you see how brutally simple human nature really is. Modern technology exposed the truth. Attention flows upward, not equally. Comforting myths about soulmates evaporate under the glare of algorithms. This isn't cruelty, it's clarity. The SSH isn't here to make you feel bad. It's here to wake you up, because complacency kills attraction. And by the way, this has nothing to do with introversion or extroversion. The sigma is proof. Quiet, inward, but full of vitality, confidence, and presence. Those are the qualities that matter. The next objection I hear is we don't live in aristocratic times anymore. Modern society has erased hierarchies. No, if anything, modern society has sharpened them. Today, with near unlimited freedom of choice, the sexual marketplace is more competitive than ever. Everyone's swiping for the best, and only a few get them. You can climb in wealth or fame, but that doesn't make you magnetic. Charisma can't be bought, it's revealed. So why do people resist this truth? First, because we live in egalitarian societies that preach sameness. Equality before the law may be a worthy political ideal, but biological equality is a myth. Second, because our cultures have grown softer, more conflict-averse, what I'd call emotionally delicate. Everyone's afraid of offense, so we avoid discussing hierarchy altogether, even as we tacitly acknowledge it in every social interaction. For men especially, denial only leads to wasted years and broken illusions. Women, on the other hand, live the SSH intuitively. They just don't name it. Men can buy attention through status or wealth, but only charisma high on the SSH earns real desire. Another criticism I hear is, you're just judging people, you're pigeonholing them. But the truth is, labels only hurt if they're lies. The SSH isn't meant to trap you, it's meant to clarify reality. And the first step to change is honesty. If you're a delta and want more, learn new skills. If you're a gamma drowning in resentment, build discipline. Pretending to be an alpha or sigma only deepens the pain. The SSH isn't about shame, it's about ascension. The men at the top don't resent the world. They see it clearly and act. And the less resentment you carry, the more magnetic you become. I believe in the SSH because I understand the psychological suffering of the modern world. This system isn't for cruelty, it's for clarity. Modern life breeds confusion and despair, but truth, even harsh truth, restores dignity. The Sigma path is about realizing that the world reflects what you give it. When you change, reality changes with you. Another common criticism I hear is the SSH doesn't measure what really matters. And you know what? That might be true. It doesn't measure virtue, intellect, or kindness. But those things don't determine attraction. Biology doesn't care how enlightened you are. There are kind people who are invisible, and shallow people who are worshipped. The SSH doesn't glorify that, it explains it. Some call the hierarchy immoral, but I disagree. There's nothing immoral about admiring beauty, competence, and strength. They are life in its highest expression. Morality asks us to respect others, but you can't truly respect someone who despises themselves. The SSH isn't about vanity. It's about cultivating self-respect that radiates outward. When you grow stronger, the world and life itself grow more beautiful. Another big objection I hear is, you're making people miserable if they can't change. But people can change. It's hard, it takes years sometimes, but it's possible. The SSH doesn't lock you in a box, it shows you the door. And here's what walking through it looks like. The gamma to sigma path is probably the most popular. The gamma stops blaming the world, learns control, and finds calm strength. The Bravo to Alpha path, the Bravo disciplines his pleasure-seeking and channels it into creation. The Beta to Bravo path, the Beta steps forward, learns presence, and learns to speak when others shrink. The Delta to Beta path, the Delta becomes the dependable cornerstone that others can trust. And the Omega to Delta path, the Omega fixes his habits and starts contributing. Every ascent demands effort, but once you begin, the world mirrors your transformation back at you. That's the secret no one tells you. So those are the biggest criticisms, and why none of them actually undermine the SSH. The hierarchy is a mirror, not a prison. It doesn't dictate who you must be, it simply reveals who you are right now. And once you see yourself clearly, you have two choices: accept it or start climbing. In the next video, I'm going to dig into the differences between the male and female hierarchies, and why those differences shape the world in ways most people never see. If you're ready to go deeper, hit subscribe, because this journey through the hierarchy has only just begun.